Hello, everybody. So, I had some requests for this, quite a few actually, because the send to chat, well, for some others it just doesn't work well. For me, it works, and then at times it just doesn't work. So, there's a way around it. All right. Basically, the send to chat tool is used to be able to say out certain lines that you need to be able to complete certain quests, and there's quite a few of them. There's even main story quests where you're required to use general around chat to say a certain phrase, of course it has to be Japanese, to be able to progress. For this tutorial, I am going to show you how I do all this. So, for step one, okay, confirm what you're trying to find. So, for example, she wants me to say something in nearby chat. So, I go to my records, quest list, figure out which quest it is. Of course, you would know it if you take it. I like to take quests as I find them, and then I just come back to them. For this quest, it's 616, Genius and Ordinary. Report it to Jameld via nearby chat. There it is. Okay, now I know what the quest number is. The quest number, very important. Alright. If you try to ask in-game or on Discord how to do this or that, you just show me a bunch of screenshots, okay, and then when I ask you what is the quest number and you don't respond with it, then there's nothing I can do to really help you. Okay, quest number is important. Very important if you want help on something. Or you can always just help yourself, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So, I know the quest number now. It's 616, Genius and Ordinary. Great. So, now I'm going to go to Google here. Put in English to Japanese. Now, in this box we got EQX Quest 616. Okay? Because quest number is 616. I'll put in DQX Quest 616. Here we go, and here's the translation for it. Now I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it. It's usually one of the three first hits up top. Pick whichever. Now, if you're using Google, it should automatically translate. Now, keep in mind on this, you want to try to keep this up. Otherwise, just right-click, hit the translate to English, and you'll have it pop up. Japanese, English. Japanese, English. If you're using Spanish, that's perfectly fine too. Spanish, Italian, German, it can work either way. As long as you have Japanese selected, which should always be there regardless, since it's a Japanese page. Now, what I'm looking for is that phrase. Here it is. Chat around near Jamel and say, "You are medicines." Obviously, it's going to look different in Japanese. See, it's even bolded and bracketed for you. So, you find the phrase that you need. Okay, again, you're going to have to read this. Patient. Look for the chat around or whatever says that you have to say this or that. And of course, it's always going to be bolded or in brackets when you do find it. In English, it's bolded, black like this. When it's in Japanese, it's bolded with brackets around it. So now, once I've identified it, I turn it to Japanese. Then I copy this. Not copy the brackets. Just want words that is in between the brackets. Just like that. Now that I've got it, I am going to open up Hiroba. Now to show you what I did again, I hit the person sign right here. Show it again. Go to Hiroba, you make sure you're logged in. If you're not logged in, you don't see your picture here, there will be a login button. Should be a red button somewhere below. Select that, log into your account, and your picture shows, at least of your primary character, if you've went and done that already. Otherwise, it's going to ask you which one's your primary character. Select the human symbol. From there, you select this portion here. This one right here, upper right. This right here. Select frequently used lines. Now, as you can see, all my lines I've made so far, because I make a new one anytime I come up to one of these quests. So you can see I made a fair bit already. So I'm going to select one that's empty. Page 5, dialogue 8. Now, here's the rub. To make a change on here, you have to log off first. So, log off. Now that I'm logged off, I can now make a change. It will not allow you to make a change until you are logged off. Reason being, it has to sync the information. You can't just change it in real time, unfortunately. So, now that I'm logged off, I can now go ahead and select this empty dialog box here that's in page 5 of your frequent chats. So I'm going to select that. I make no changes here, none right here. Make sure the blue dot is on dialogue. Then paste what I've got there. No gestures, no facial expression, no speech timing. You just paste what you need right there. The thing you need to say in general all around chat. So you pasted it there. You then select this sign, this button here. Now it's set. When it comes out, the genius is meta sense. Makes sense to do the quest we're doing. Now, once that's done, log back in. Get your clarity back up. Launch clarity. Put in like usual. Now, bring up your chats. For me, it is by holding my B button. I'm going to page 5. Since when we made this particular quick chat, we placed it in page 5. Okay, it says right there when we were in it, page 5. It was the last line on there. So I know it's this one because I had 2 others left on that page. I used the last one that was there for these 2 other nuts. So that's how I know that this is the one. Then go ahead and select it. And there we go. Now I can go and possibly complete this quest. Yes, this is all a bit spoilery, but, well, I did all the early quests as is already. Don't worry if you haven't made it this far yet, none of it's going to make sense to you right now. And there we go, quest complete. Believe me, there is a lot of quests in this game. There's quite a lot of them that requires you to have nearby chat set up. That is it for the tutorial. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM. But I made this as clear as possible for you guys who have yet to try using this if you are having issues with send to chat. But that is basically how you do or look up quests in DQX. Find its number, use a translator, put in the translation in Google, find the quest, go into it, it will tell you everything you need to know. And if you're still stuck, just tell us what the quest number is, and we'll look it up for you. And if one of us have completed it before, we can remember it. I've been playing this game for 2 years now, so it's hard for me to remember every single quest. We will try to help you with it. But otherwise, that is pretty much how I've always done it. I've been able to get through every single quest without any issue, and I hope this will be useful to you. See you next time.